This god amongst monsters really pissed off the heavens, so much in fact that the divine beings came down and ruined its plans, freeing the people that it was enslaving, and ultimately collapsing its regime over the worlds that it reigned over. But did the gods really need to get involved? Because when looking at the Aboleth stat block, the Aboleth does not deserve the title of being a CR10 monster. It doesn't even deserve the title to be a god amongst monsters. There are plenty of CR1 or even CR half monsters that could kick this thing's ass to Kingdom Come. And now, let's see why that is. Well, for starters, it's pretty slow. Its base speed is 10 feet and its swim speed is only 40 feet, when the Kraken's speed is 20 and its swim is 60. Yeah, and the Kraken's also a size larger than this thing. The Aboleth is only a large creature, a large apparition. Yeah, that's actually going to be a really big issue, and you'll see why, because guess what is also large and a druid can turn into at 4th level if it's a circle of the moon. That's right, a giant octopus. Yeah, if you know the monster manual pretty damn well, and if you know the sea creatures that a druid can turn into at level 4, circle of the moon, you're probably going to know that the giant octopus can kick this Aboleth's ass. And the reason for that is because, well, the giant octopus's reach with its tentacle attack is 15 feet. That's 5 feet more than the Aboleth's tentacle attack, which is at a whopping 10 feet. Yeah, not to mention, the Aboleth does not have the same feature for the tentacle attack that the giant octopus does, which means the giant octopus has one-up this Aboleth by a mile. Not only with reach, but with the special ability that the tentacle attack does, which is it can grapple any creature. That's right, giant octopus with 15 feet of reach can grapple the Aboleth, preventing it from going anywhere and just slapping it over and over again, or have a paladin be on one of the other tentacles within stabbing reach of this Aboleth and just stab it with Divine Smite. Just do that. Like, seriously. Like, this is kind of ridiculous already. You can already see why the Aboleth is not even, like, a challenge. And that's not even getting into the other important issue. The Aboleth does not have any resistances or immunities. The Aboleth doesn't have anything for it. It's not getting anything. And you might be thinking, well, what about Phantasmal Force? Phantasmal Force is kind of good. It's not terrible, I would say, but I would say out of like, I would give it honestly 2.5 stars out of 5. Like, it's a start, but it's not, great for a CR10 monster. Not to mention, the downside of this lair ability is that it's a concentration ability, which means once it uses it, it can't use any other ability until it ends that ability. Yeah. So, the Aboleth isn't going to do anything. Because while it's using Phantasmal Force on one person, guess what? The other 4 party members, or other 5 party members, are going to blast this thing a new asshole. Yeah, the Aboleth is not going to stand a chance at all, especially against a full party of level 7 adventurers. It's just not. It really, really isn't. So, what can we do to help the Aboleth stay at maybe a CR8? Because I don't even think the buffs that I want to give it would even keep it at a CR10. Basically, the buffs that I would give is basically the speed needs to go up. It needs to go up the same speed as a Kraken. Why? Because the Kraken is far larger than the Aboleth, and the Aboleth is supposed to be like this badass, creature of the water, creature of the deep. So why not make it so? Give it a 60 feet swim speed and a 20 feet base speed. Why not? And then also, we're going to increase the reach of its tentacle attack to 15 feet, and we're also going to give it the same ability as the giant octopus, which is it can grapple any creature that it hits. So, I think that'd be good enough. I really, really do. We're also going to give it immunity to cold damage. That's right. And then we're also going to give it resistance to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning non-magical attacks. Well, non-magical weapon attacks, okay? We gotta specify. But even with those buffs, I don't think it would even stay at a CR 10. I don't think it would. I mean, yes, it does have quite a bit of health, and the armor is pretty good, but I don't even think that would keep it at CR 10. It might keep it at like CR 9-ish, maybe CR 8, if we're feeling generous enough. But for a CR 10 monster, yeah, no. Like, God, no. And the Aboleth is not even the worst monster in the entire monster manual. It's really not. But it's not CR 10 worthy. If it just stays the same as it is for 1D&D, it's gonna get smoked by an adventure party of level 10s, even level 9s. It's really not gonna stand a chance. Even if the paladin doesn't have improved divine smite or just or whatever, even at like level 9, the paladin is still gonna be a pretty big problem for an Aboleth. At level 7, a druid circle of the moon will be really crazy against this guy. Not even a circle of the moon, but a shepherd druid at level 7. Forget about it. Just forget about it. Honestly, just don't even bother. Even like a wizard, warlock, cleric, sorcerer, artificer, come on. Artificer will smoke an Aboleth. This creature really, really needs a buff. The buffs that I give, or just something different. Hell, even a rework might keep this guy at CR 10. But it depends, and honestly, I quite doubt it. I don't think anyone at D&D is gonna increase the stats or the abilities of the Aboleth. I really doubt it. Honestly, what I'm kind of picturing is kind of funny, where they just increase the stat blocks, where it's like, okay, it needs more strength, or it needs more intelligence, or whatever. It's like, that's not enough. That's not gonna help at all. It's just not. That's what I think of the Aboleth. That's my review. Those are the changes that I want to make. And if anyone agrees or disagrees, let me know down in the comment section below. And I will see you all in the next video, which will be just one whole video. It's going to be a bit longer than this because there are going to be multiple monsters underneath an umbrella of a monster. I feel like it would be really nice to do it instead of just a 3-parter, or you can let me know down in the comment section below if you want it to just be a 3-parter. That's totally fine. I'll see you all in that video. Fara Viking, score!